So, how to create more content? May it be in written format, or may it be as videos or as podcasts if you're a content creator? Well, this is the subject of this video. Hey everyone, Magi Hour here, and let's face it, building an online business when you're creative is pretty hard, especially with all the distractions and different business models out there. So on this channel, I help creators like you focus on the business that matters the most so that you can earn more money by doing what fires you up. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. We all know that content is important. It's really important first to get yourself known out there, right? So really to spread the word and be able basically to find and reach a new audience, right? And the third thing is that if you don't publish content, well, then your competitors certainly will. So as you see, it's really important to come up with more content. And before going further, I have a PDF in the description where I'm going to give you additional resources related to this video. So don't hesitate to download it. And in this PDF, I'm going to give you basically apps that I use to record my thoughts on the go with just the press of one button. So with that being said, let's just jump straight into the 3 tips on how you can, starting from today, create more content. So the first thing that is really helpful and that I found basically very helpful for myself is that you should record basically your thoughts when you have them. So don't basically tell yourself that you're going to basically write this note down afterwards or basically like just keep the idea that you have inside your head, because the truth is we are getting basically this inspiration and those ideas throughout the day. So there is like no specific time when those ideas can pop up, especially let's say if you're driving, if you're walking, if you're like doing stuff where a little bit of autopilot. This is when your ideas start to come out. So what you have to do when basically you see those ideas popping up is really take them and record them straight away in basically into a note app or anything else that you may use in order to record your ideas. So this is really crucial. And then what's interesting is you can just come back to those thoughts, like let's say when you have basically your dedicated time to create content, and then just browse through basically all the ideas that you've got, right? So this is a powerful tip, but you really have to implement basically this routine of being able to catch the ideas when you have them, right? And inside the PDF, I'm going to give you a really killer app that is also free that will help you do that. And the second advice and the second tip that I want to give you is you have to make the process easy. And what do I mean by that? You have to make the content creation process easy, especially when it comes, let's say, to publish a video or publishing a podcast. Well, you want to eliminate basically all the hurdles that you may face when it comes to publish a content, right? Because the thing is that most like let's be just honest. Let's say you're doing YouTube videos or you're doing basically a podcast. Well, if you really take a look at it, you may spend more than 50% of the time of basically being able to publish this content, and which is not related to basically creating the content, which means that you have to basically take your video file and then you have to compress it and then you have to put it on YouTube, and then you put like all the tags, and then you have to make the description, and then you have to make the thumbnail, and then you have to make this and you have to make that. Well, this is basically, those are all hurdles that you really want to eliminate, and you want to make the process as easy as possible. For example, for me right now, taking basically this video, just making a 7-minute video, doesn't take me more than 15 minutes, right? And before that, because right now I have a process, right? So basically what I do is basically I am able basically to push this video on YouTube just with a single email, right? So basically I have automated everything around it so that I can make the process as easy as possible. Just record a video, send an email, bam, you're done, finish. And if I have basically to go to export the video, to do this and to do that, I mean, it's just like it just takes so much mental bandwidth, and it makes it also so easy for you to procrastinate. So if I have like also like this is basically a second killer tip, it's really try to make the process as easy as possible. If you're recording podcasts, well, then just find a way in order basically to record your podcast with a push of a button, and then try to basically automate all the rest. There are a lot of services that you can use that can basically make the post processing you can basically automate all this stuff, because your job, what you really have to understand, your job as a content creator is to create content. It's not to edit, it's not to it's not like to just to edit videos, it's to do this, to do that. I mean, if you like this, then just go for it. But if you're like me, basically it just takes so much mental bandwidth that you certainly want to automate and really make it easy for you to publish your content, right? And the third tip is basically having a daily, this should okay, a daily routine to and pay yourself off first, right? So there is, like, you probably know this book, which is Richest Man in Babylon, which like really gave a strong advice, which is you have to pay yourself first, right? So this is basically like some financial advice. Let's say when you first got your paycheck, well, pay yourself first before paying the bills. Exactly, it should be the same thing in your day, like right? Like, so the first thing that you should do is basically pay yourself first, and basically produce your content, right? So at that, by doing this, basically, you know that exactly that you have already done the work that you were supposed to do. You also will not procrastinate. You may also feel better because you know that you have done the work. Yeah, it's just a great feeling. So these are basically the three tips to basically create more content. And what I want you to do right now is basically go straight to the PDF. You have a PDF in the description where I'm going to share with you like killer apps that you can use, and in order basically to optimize basically and create more content. It doesn't matter if you are creating podcasts, articles, or videos, right? Those are basically great resources. And by signing up for the PDF, you're also going to sign up for my daily email newsletter, which is for content creators to help them basically build a business around the passion and their expertise. So with that being said, guys, if you appreciate this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget also to subscribe. And yeah, with that being said, I see you in the next one.